Okay, so first of all, welcome back. I know there's gonna be a lot of people on here that are gonna watch the recording and you can't be with us today. So hopefully you guys will get some things that will really help your business. I sat down and thought about what are the things that I feel like that are important for you to know coming back as a Scentsy consultant or whether you are starting out. You always sit down with your sponsor number one and go through a whole checklist. But there are certain things that you need to know that really aren't in the Scentsy checklist that I feel is really, really important. First of all, welcome back. If you're back, I want you to know that you are back for a reason, that a setback is a setup for a comeback. I always stress that. Something I want you to look at if you are brand new or if you're coming back, if you are coming back, think about what is it that was the obstacle that kept you from working your business the first time, because we want to remove that obstacle. We want to make sure that that is something that does not stand in your way again. If you are brand new, I want you to think about all the things that you already feel like could keep you from working this business, and I want you to remove it from your mind, whether it's that you don't have enough time, whether you don't feel like you know enough people, whether you don't feel like you've been trained. Whatever it is, we're going to remove it from our mind and we're going to start this thing out. Scentsy has a plan. They tell us that if we have 70 days when we first start this business, whether you are a brand new consultant starting out and going after sensational start 1, 2, and 3, or whether you are reinstated and you're going back, 70 days is what you need to trust your sponsor, your director, whoever it is that's training you. You need to trust them for at least 70 days with your business. Okay, I always tell everybody, whenever you first sign up, give me your 70 days. Give me your 100% within that first 70 days. The reason that I say that is because this is not going to work like magic. It's not going to all of a sudden you start talking to people day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and you're getting orders and you're starting to promote. No, it is like planting seeds. As you plant these seeds, they are going to grow. Someone told me very, very early on that if I started to work this like a machine and I put out consistent effort every single day, just like if you start that machine, they can't decide whether or not they're going to work or not. That machine is going to work nonstop, 100%. If I did that in my business, then after 2 or 3 months, I was going to start to see the reorders. I was going to start to see people come back and ask me for parties. I was going to start to get those referrals. And that is exactly what happens. So right now, before we even start, I want you to commit yourself to 70 days of starting back, okay? Because when you commit, there's actions that have to go with that. And when people come up to me and say, I just can't work, this business is not working for me, everything, we look at the actions that we're making those thoughts in their head, and a lot of times they're not working their business. And I said it the other night on my webinar, when I have a slow month or if I have a dry spell, all I got to do is look at me. I have to go in the mirror and look at me. Am I moving my mouth? Am I talking to people? Am I asking people? Am I doing up my follow-up? Am I doing all these things? Because if I'm not, then it's on me. My business isn't working because of me. Yes, I might get like 20 no's, but that number 21 might be yes and might be my rock star. You have to be consistent, okay? Another thing, when I first started 9 years ago, we didn't have the social media stuff. We didn't have all the training stuff that Scentsy gives us now. Some of you guys are coming back after you've been gone for like 3-4 years. Scentsy has brand new content in their training center that is really good, next step, next level stuff. So I want you to go there, and we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm going to make this kind of like a Cliff Notes kind of version of how to get started again, because I don't want you to lose you, and I don't want you to, get bored. I want you to take these things away with you. All right. First of all, you're back. So what you do is, I was going to try and share my screen, but it's not letting me. So you go into your workstation, you log back in, right? And let's say that you run into someone who was a Scentsy consultant and they want to come back. Scentsy has something called Workstation Lite now. So you can get them to actually log into their workstation as if they were going to put in an order, and it will let them come back free. All right. They can choose their sponsor. They can go under you. They can go under the sponsor they were before, but it's called Workstation Lite. And it has been absolutely a miracle in this business because it has freed up consultant support from having to go through and reinstate everybody. Instead, you're automatically reinstated, which means the next 30 days, you've got to put in an order of $200. $200 is now, because some of you guys left when it was $150. $200 now is the qualifying party order in order to get free stuff, half off stuff, free shipping, and a qualifying party. You are active when you have $200 now. So I want you guys to understand that, because like I said, some of you guys were at the 150 mark. You have to put in the $200 1 month out of 3. Doesn't mean that you can put in 75 1 month, 75 1 month, 75 1 month. It means 1 month, $200 have to be put in. Scentsy has given us so much stuff that we are able to advertise and market every month that our businesses can absolutely feel brand new every single month if you guys market it the way that it's intended to be marketed, okay? So like I said, first 70 days. If you are brand new, the first thing you want to do in your first 15 days is Shooting Star. Shooting Star is something that will help you in many ways. The first 15 days of this business, if you get $500 in 15 days, you get Shooting Star with Scentsy. You get a charm in the mail. It's a pretty big deal. I didn't know about it when I first started, but if you set yourself up to go ahead and knock it out of the park and get the 500, you're halfway there to your first promotion of being certified. Some of you guys have already been certified. You're coming back as certified, but certified means that you have sold $1,000 in your first, not in your first, I'm sorry, $1,000 lifetime so far in your business. As soon as you hit $1,000, you get your first promotion. That's 25% that you get paid now. You will not go back to 20%. You will stay at 25%. The only way that you will move up to 30% will be when you sell $2,000 in 1 month, not $2,000 in your business. $2,000 in 1 month gives you a 5% bonus every single month that you hit that $2,000. For me, that's a goal that I use every single month because I want to get 30% on my personal sales. Okay. So first thing you want to do is shoot for a Shooting Star. If you're training someone, you let them know the first 15 days, bust your tail. Let's get $500. Okay. Next thing you want to do, these are things that you should have like right there that you should be going through right away. I want my first promotion. I'm a goal setter. I like to set goals. And the people that I train, we try and set the goals too. So the first thing you're going to do is say, I want to get to $1,000 as fast as I possibly can. What does that consist of? All right. So that's what we're going to go into. What does it consist of? It consists of you showing up every single day in your business and you being consistent. So when you get your kit, your brand new kit, if you're brand new, it's scary what I'm getting ready to tell you, but it is very important because this day and time, people are looking for instant gratification. People are sitting around and just scrolling Facebook. People are watching you even though you don't even know they're watching you. So one of the biggest things that you can do, and the biggest favor that you can do for your company, and not for your company, for your business, is for you to go live. And I know that's a very, very scary thing to do. But what's so cool is that when you do it, whenever you're scared, it's showing people how real you are, and it's showing people who you are. Because people are going to buy from you when they have like, know, and trust. That's the 3 things that people buy from. Because anyone can Google Scentsy all day long, and they can go buy Scentsy from Amazon, from eBay, even just going on Scentsy.com and finding a consultant. The reason they're buying from you is the relationship you're going to build from them. They like you, they know you, they trust you. The only way for you to be able to establish that with someone is either going live and they know you, they get to know you that way, meeting people face to face, building relationships, calling them with conversations. That is the only way that you can do this. All right. So first thing you need to do is relaunch. Time to relaunch, right? When you relaunch your business, some people are like, well, I don't have a place to have a party. There are people who have parties at restaurants. You are in control of this business. A party does not have to be the traditional party where people come and there's like 8 to 10 people there and that's what you have in your head. A party in Scentsy guys is a $200 active qualifying party. It's $500 if you're in the first 15 days because that should be your goal, is to get $500. But first of all, you got to relaunch. How can I relaunch? You can go into Facebook and have a Facebook party. You can have a home party. You can do basket parties. These are 3 things that always work. You can do fundraisers, whatever it is. When you first start Scentsy, I used to never tell people this, but I am telling you now because I know it to be true. When I first started Scentsy, I got a set of testers. I had 1 set of testers. I started asking people about Scentsy. Guess what? I had like 5 people who wanted to smell the testers. What I had to do was I had to go to people's house. I'm going to drop them off for you today, smell them tonight, I'm going to pick them up tomorrow. I'm going to drop them off for you today, smell them tonight, I'm going to pick them up tomorrow. especially when I wanted to earn Disney. I would drop them off, have a sip and sniff session with them, and pick them up. I wish we would have had mini testers back then. That is something you guys have that I did not have when I first started. I had to make my own. I actually picked up my daughter from school and we scraped out the testers so that we could actually make extra testers for people to smell. So the mini testers, and this is something you should do. If you are coming back to Scentsy, do not rely on your sponsor. Do not rely on the person who you're going back under to work your business for you. You have to work your business. One of the best things that they have right now are transition testers. See these little bitty mini testers? They're $12. Log into your workstation and get some. I always tell people whenever the catalog changes over, get at least 3 sets of transition testers, because when you're so passionate about Scentsy and you want people to smell this and you're asking people, hey, have you smelled the new scents? You got to be able to back it up and give them those new scents, okay? You don't want to be messaging your sponsors or your directors and asking them for scents. You are responsible for your own business. This is you. So you need to go in there and you need to get these transition testers. If you have reinstated, I would tell you right now, we are very, very close to the next transition, which is going to be in August. So it's only 1 month away. If you just started, get the transition testers. Gotta shut my door. No. I knew that was going to happen because the door got started to open. Okay. Bentley, it's a jogger. Stop it. Come here. Anyway, so get your transition testers. It's going to have all of the current summer testers, and it's going to have the new releases that Scentsy had in March. Then in August, you're going to get the next transition testers. That's going to be your fall and stuff. Now, the reason I say this is because one thing that I have is I have 1 set of transition testers. That's a full set. And I have mini testers. I hardly ever use the large testers anymore because I do so many drop-offs and sip and sniffs and basket parties. Even when I do my home parties, I use the mini testers because they're easy, they're portable, they're very easy. Since he has a new bag, it's a black bag. I have it over there that everything fits into very, very nicely. But you've got to be able to be prepared. When people say they want to smell the scents, you got to get it to them like right away. If not, they're going to go to the festival that weekend. They're going to start buying. You're going to lose that relationship that you just built with someone to get them those testers. Believe me, I know. I've done this. I've made every kind of mistake there is to make in order to be able to train you guys efficiently because I've made that mistake and I've learned from it. And that's part of a mistake. You have to learn from them. The next thing you're going to need if you are coming back is you're going to need some catalogs. Again, the Scentsy transition is going to happen in August. So something that I do is I get the showcase brochures, which are these bigger ones. As you can see, they're not the really thick catalog. And the reason that I get this is because they're cheaper. They're $5 for 25. Many of you are starting your business and you're like, you know, I don't want to invest a whole lot right now. In order to do well in this business, you're going to have to invest some. $5 for 25 brochures. Has every single thing that the catalog has in there except the sales. What you can do is you can go into your workstation, and I'll do a screen share later, but I will show you how to do this, and print off the combine and save out of the catalog and just put it in here. And when you give people this, and they're going to want to know what the sales are, and then you have your sales. You can print off your summer collection. You can print off the warmer of the month. All this stuff you can print off if you need to. Put it in one little brochure with some testers, and you are going to be golden. You don't have to have all this great stuff in order to sell Scentsy. It is the relationship. It's that trust that they're going to have with you. There's an actual page that we have on our page too. Every single time I ask someone, do you want to smell the new scents? Or have you smelled the new scents? They're like, no. I give them the new scents and I give them this sheet right here. And the reason that I give them the sheet is because this is 8 different people that they know that could buy a 6-pack from them. And if they do that, that is a qualifying party. That's 8 times 30 for the 6-packs. That's $240 in a qualifying party. They get to choose their free, their half off. It says get 8 friends to buy 6 bars each. I've given them the testers, and the back has every single scent on here. So even if they do not have that scent in their transition testers, they have it in here. And I give this to people, and I say, this is so simple. If you want to get something free, get 8 people to get 6 packs. People at offices get this done all the time. I'll drop it off, and then people call me and say, I've already got 5. I need 3 more, and then I'll have a party. It's the easiest thing. They don't think they have to clean their house. They don't think they have to invite everybody. They're not worried about people saying no. It's the easiest thing. So that's just a really quick way for you to start getting that 200 as fast as you possibly can, is to get these showcase brochures, print off the sheet that we have on our page, and then get those transition testers. If you have that, you've got everything you need in order to get that first 200, because we are focusing on getting $200 to keep you active in the 30 days that you've reinstated. Scentsy has given it to you free, but you've just got to do the work in order to stay active, okay? All right, next thing I'm going to talk about is going to be that website. When you go into your website, most of you guys are going to go right back into the website that you had whenever you left Scentsy. If you're brand new, then just follow along with me because I can't share my screen. But you're going to go into account. When you go into account, there's going to be an area that has edit your PWS. And PWS stands for personal website. This is going to be where you put your story of why you are in Scentsy. And I'm going to tell you what, be vulnerable. When you're vulnerable, you are actually allowing comfort. I mean, you are actually allowing change to happen. You're actually taking a risk, because when you're vulnerable, people want to see that, and they want to see, hey, you know what? I started Scentsy, but I came back and I'm stronger than ever now. There's one girl, her name is Amy. She started Scentsy about 4 years ago. She made it to Star Consultant, which means she had 2 or 3 people underneath her. And she just quit working her business, said lost the passion for it, absolutely just lost it. That's 4 years ago. She came back last year, called up her sponsor. Of course, she didn't get the same people that were underneath her because they rolled up, and told her, I want to give this another try after being out of it for 3 years. She just promoted to star director in the fall. That's what I'm saying. So never, ever worry about the fact that I did this before and then I'm going to fail at it. Before I ever did Scentsy, I tried Mary Kay because my friend wanted me to be this great preferred customer. I failed miserably at it. I did not like it. I didn't like the makeup part of it, or having to tell people that they needed a certain makeup. I did horrible. Right before Scentsy, I got into Premier because I needed to pay for my divorce. I didn't like that either. I just didn't like it, because once they bought a piece of jewelry, how do you get them to buy another piece of jewelry? They've already got it. Scentsy has consumable things. If someone uses all of their black raspberry vanilla, it's easy to ask them, hey, do you need more black raspberry vanilla? Hey, you love black raspberry vanilla, so I know you're going to love sun-kissed citrus. I know you're going to love purpley pomegranate, right? So just because you feel like you failed once, that actually made you stronger. You just don't realize it, because you probably picked up some things during that time that you can actually use in the Scentsy business. If you were in Scentsy and you left it and you terminated, don't ever worry about that, and don't ever compare yourself to anyone else. You're here for a reason. You've got a second chance. Scentsy believes in us, and we believe in you, so you have to believe in yourself. That's why they give us these chances to reinstate, because they know seasons happen, things happen in people's lives, that they have to be able to come back stronger. They take what happened to them and they're able to apply it now. All right. So in your website with your story, you are going to put why you're selling Scentsy. You know, why do you sell it, and why do you stay, and what do you have to offer, basically? Because when people go through and they look for a Scentsy consultant, they read the stories. Okay, they read the stories. Another thing is you want to change your picture. You do not want a picture of a warmer. If you have a picture of a warmer, people are not going to relate to you. They're going to think it's just a regular external or internal site that they can order from. There's no relationship that's being built if they do not see a picture. If you have a family, put your family in the picture. It shows them that they are supporting that family. They're supporting your dream. Okay? If you don't have a family and you have a dog, put it in there. I'm telling you, it will help people relate to you. All right. So we talked about the shooting star. We talked about sensational start. We talked about a launch party. Why it's so important to have one of those. When I first started, I went around the neighborhood and invited everybody to my house for like an open house. Had no idea what I was doing. I think we had like 12 people come, maybe 5 people ordered. I had a $600 party. I did not have a launch party. That was just like around the holidays. And it was just kind of like, okay, they say to do this, I'm going to do it. Let's see what happens. If I would have put 100% effort into that, I could have really killed it. I just did not market it and have the passion that you're supposed to have. So when you have a party, when you are opening your home or someone else's home to a home party, it's all about the invitation. It may not be that they show up or they can show up. It's all about the invitation. So if you invite 12 people on Facebook, and do not ever, ever rely on a Facebook event to be able to tell you who's coming, who's not coming, and who's going to order, okay? It's all about the invitation. So if I invite 12 people and a girl messages me and say, hey, Shannon, I can't come. I've got my daughter's volleyball game. Thanks for inviting me. I'm not going to leave it at that. I'm not going to be like, okay, well, thank you. Maybe next time. No, I'm going to say, wow, I really wish that you could be here. I'll tell you what, I'll get you the catalog and the scents to smell. We'll have our own private, sip and sniff session where we can just have some drinks or, whatever, and go over these and visit. And then we can find out what works for you and what you like. Doesn't that sound a lot better instead of, hey, okay, well, maybe next time. Another thing, when you're inviting people, don't just rely on text. Hey, I'm having a open house at my house from 3 to 5. Going to have some really fun drawings. Going to have everything set up, whatever. People don't care. It's that invitation. So if you are scared to call them and say, hey, Ashley, I am having an open house. I would really love for you to be there. Then voice text them. Voice text them where they hear your voice. If you're brave, video text them. Say, hey, I'm so excited. I am having an open house here on Saturday. I am personally inviting you because I really want you to be here, Ashley. It's important to me because I know how much you love Scentsy. I have the new laundry stuff. I have the new clean stuff. I've got really fun goodie bags for everyone. If you bring a friend, I have something extra for you. Let me know if you can come. See what I'm saying? It's going to make a difference whenever they see you and they hear you. Do not text people. Do not just do the Facebook thing. It ain't going to work. It's never going to work. That's not how you establish the like, know, and the trust, okay? So launch party, you may invite 50 people, 2 people come, but if you do it right, you'll be able to get at least probably 30 orders out of the 50 people that you invited. Why? Because you're going to reach out to them personally. It's about the invitation. They can't be there. They can still give you an order to help you towards your goal. Be honest. I'm going for my 500. I'm real excited about this business. I've seen so many lives change, and I want to be one of those. Can you help me? Can you get a 6-pack? I'd love to sit with you. Be honest. If that's how you like to speak, that's how you like to speak. Don't ever beg for orders, though. Be excited, be passionate, and people want to help you when you're excited, you're passionate, and you're honest. Okay, the next thing is, yes, you can start recruiting right away. You can start sharing the opportunity right away. I have so many people that would join and say, well, I don't really want to add anybody to my team until I know exactly what I'm doing and exactly how to train them. What you're doing when you train someone and when we train you is we're showing you right now how to do it. I show you, we do it together, and then you do it on your own. That's how I always tell everybody. I have to teach you how to fish so that you can fish for the rest of your life. If I keep giving you the fish after I fish, you're never going to learn how to fish. So you can start recruiting right away. Right away. If you join right now and your roommate, just like Anna the other day, her roommate and her joined together, she can join right underneath you. Friends are better together anyway because you're going to do so much together, travel together, really be able to brainstorm together. So you can start sharing the business the minute that your website is active. Another thing, you have got to have an active website in order to get orders on the website, in order to get people to join underneath you. You have to have an active website, which means you're going to be paying $10 a month whenever you, after the 3 months free, when you first join Scentsy, you get 3 months free with your website. But after 3 months free, you pay $10 a month. If you market your business well, you're passionate, and you brand yourself, it will pay for itself. If you get someone to just give you a $50 order, that right there pays for your $10 site. Okay? Very important. Always have an active website if you want to do well in this business. There's been so many people that have messaged me and said, hey, you know what? I just can't, I can't work the business. I've had people want to join. They can't ever find me. They weren't paying for their website. Of course they can't find you when you don't pay for your website. And Scentsy, if you are a lead consultant, your name will come up in the consultant finder. If you're not a lead consultant, it will not come up in the consultant finder. That gives you a reason to really want to strive to start sharing the opportunity right away and get yourself to the lead promotion so that you will come up in the consultant finder. A lot of people are like, it's not fair that I'm not in the lead consultant finder yet, or the consultant finder. I just started. I want people to be able to find me. It is a privilege that Scentsy's using right now for people to be in the consultant finder is people who are working their business. They're going to show everyone who's working their business. And once you start working that business, you're going to jump in that consultant finder. Okay. Next thing, it's going to be always have an open party. Always, always, always have an open party for many reasons. This means if you go in your workstation and you scroll over to the tab of orders, you can open up a basket party, home party, fundraiser, whatever. I always have an open basket party on my site at all times. After 14 days, Scentsy will take the site or take your party off of being seen, and you can actually change the date and put it back up there if you need to. But you have 14 days that it will actually be on Scentsy's site. And it will tell you, you have 13 more days, you have 11 more days, you have 10 more days. So you're able to keep up with this. The reason that you want to always have an open party is because you, as the hostess, will get free stuff and half off stuff once it hits $200. If people go on your site and they order, I don't know, $200 worth and it ships straight to them, because you got to remember, when people order from your website, it's going to ship directly from Scentsy. You're not even going to touch it. It's going to go straight to them. So what does that mean as a consultant? It means you better show them really good customer service because they ordered from you without even talking to you. That is big. So what do? You send them something in the mail. I send out scent circles because I get them free and half off. So what I'm trying to tell you is that if people order from that open party and you get free and half off, get scent circles. Get things that you can send out to them for saying thank you from ordering from me. You put in a scent circle and a thank you card in an envelope. It's going to be 71 cents because the envelope's going to be rigid, and you're going to send it to them, and it's going to speak louder than you even imagine. I sent out some Amazon rain ones last month, and people started tagging me. Thank you so much. I was praying for rain. I didn't know I was going to get Amazon rain. I'm so, so excited. Thank you so much. All I did was say, if you like Amazon rain that much, you're going to absolutely love the summer scents. Let me get you the testers. I can drop them off on Monday or Wednesday. What day is going to work for you? Let me mail you the testers. What's your address? Do you see what I'm saying? Never give them a chance to say yes or no. Say, you like them this much, I have something for you. People like that. They like it whenever you are already taking care of them and they don't have to think. You know, when I go to a restaurant and I'm sitting there looking at the menu and there's 50 different things, it'll take me forever. But if I ask the waitress, what do you suggest? And she's like, well, tonight we have a mahi mahi, and that's amazing because it has a mango sauce and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my gosh, that sounds great. I'll have that. You see what I'm saying? People don't like to think. They don't like to really think that much about what it is that they want. They want to know that they like what is going to be liked by other people. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. It's absolutely true. If she likes Luna, what's the chances I'm going to like Luna? It's pretty high, right? But I'm going to ask her also, do you like the bakery scent? See how, oh, I'm not a bakery scent. Well, then you're going to love Luna. You've got to show direction. You've got to show guidance. And whenever you let people know, I know what you're going to like, they're going to trust you, like you, and buy from you. Okay. Next thing, the compensation plan. A lot of people, you're coming back. I told you the first thing you want to do is you want to get certified. If you're already certified because you've come back at certified, you want to get to lead. Lead means that you have got to have a new person underneath you that has to go active. And you're going to end up having to put in $500 a month, and they will put in their orders, and together you will have $1,000 group wholesale volume. Guess what? I bet I just lost you, right? I know I did, because whenever I heard that for the first time, it went over my head. I never understood it until I started promoting with Scentsy and had to figure out what exactly am I making. There's a post on the page about the compensation plan. There's an actual video by Allison Dawkey who dissects and explains to you better than I can in this really quick workstation on how the compensation plan works. And I'm going to post that on our page as soon as we're done. I want you to watch this because it's going to let you know exactly how you can grow and what you can make in this business. In 2 years, some people make what doctors and lawyers make. Why? Because they consistently recruit every single month and they put in $2,000 or more every single month because they know they're going to get paid at 30% of the $2,000. When you work your business every day and you're consistent, you will reap the rewards of what you're putting out there. But you have to show up, you have to go out there, and you have to do it. The training center in Scentsy is absolutely amazing. They have revamped it. They have something in there called the 6 skills in selling. Go in there and watch it. I can show you all day long everything to do, but they have actually made videos and they've put together things that are going to help you. So if you need help with prospecting, if you need help with presenting, if you need help with, how to talk to people and conversation starters, it's all there. I can tell you all day long what I do. And, Katie and Annette and Lori and Megan and all of us and Chloe, all of us can tell you what we do. You are the one who has to do it. You're the one who has to get out there. So invest in yourself, invest in some time, and go into that training center. Business cards and labels. You don't have to spend a ton of money on business cards and labels. You can go onto avery.com and you can design your own labels. And they will have your picture. I always put my picture on my labels because I want people to know who they bought from. There's so many times that I've been at an event and people come up and say, well, I bought from this girl. And I'm like, okay, well, what's her name? Where does she live? Okay, well, she lives in Henderson. Okay, well, is it, Kristen? Is it her? And she's like, I'm not sure. Well, what does she look like? I'm not sure. I'll tell you what, now that I have my labels on all of my stuff, people know who I am because it's that like, know, and trust. There she is. There's her picture. She must believe in her product, because I sure wouldn't put my name in my picture in a product if I didn't believe in it. So they know who I am. It really stands out. You can go into Vistaprint. There's many coupons that you can use, but you need to have your labels on every single thing that you ever leaves your hand to go to someone. All right. And business cards. Some people don't believe you don't have to have business cards. I love business cards because you're going to run into a lot of old school people in this business who want a business card. There's a lot of people in the new generation that don't do business cards that much. They'll just add you on Facebook and they'll just go their merry way. They'll give you a QR code. But business cards are huge. If you have your picture on them, statistically proven that people will not throw it away. All right. Okay. Some things that I feel like you need to know are income producing activities, because I'm sitting here telling you all these things and you're like, okay, well, where do I start? Let me tell you what, you will not make money in this company until you do these income producing activities. And the income producing activities are booking parties, follow up, your personal sales, and sharing the opportunity. You've got to do something like that every single day. And Jen Audette has a system. It's a 5x5 system. She does one thing out of 5 categories a day for 5 days a week. She talks to people on Facebook or social media, at least one person. She adds someone new to her Facebook or her business page. She invests in herself 10 minutes a day. Let me tell you what, if you're getting ready to start this business and you're kind of stuck and you're really not motivated at the time, put on a YouTube motivational video, grab a podcast, check out some inspirational quotes. All that stuff is going to get you going, and it's going to make you want to attack the day because you're investing in yourself at least 10 minutes a day. It's called personal development. You have to take care of yourself in this business. You have to feed into you. If you exercise, whatever it is that you have to do, you have to take care of yourself. Because if this business takes off, like I tell you it can take off, it can absolutely choke the life out of you. And I'm being absolutely serious, because people are going to want to smell the scents. They're going to want their orders. You're going to have teammates underneath you that need things, and you're going to have to learn systems. And what I said the other night is that people move product and systems move people. If you have a system in place, then this company will not take over. There's a lot of people who leave because they feel overwhelmed. We are here to tell you that this company and the way that Scentsy has it designed, they have it designed to where you'll have a life of design. All you do is you find your balance in this company. In order to do those income producing activities, I have a thing in my office and it says, who did I follow up with today? Who have I booked a party with today? Who have I gotten my personal sales from? And who have I talked to about joining today? I mean, I just have this little thing. It's a round whiteboard little thing I got from the Dollar Tree, and it's just stuck on my desk. It's like, who have I talked to? Just 4 things I need to do today. And I can leave here and I can find someone to share the conversation about Scentsy with. I can ask someone to book a party. Whether they know it's not going to kill me, but I know I put it out there. I can ask someone to buy a 6-pack or maybe the sale of the unicorn. And I can also follow up with people from the past. And if I do that, it doesn't take that long. But if I do it every single day, it's being consistent and it's showing up every single day in my business. So until you do those things, it isn't going to work. You have samples that you can make, but don't sit around and make samples all the time and let them sit in your office. They're no good until you actually get them in somebody's hands. So this is a felt sample. You can get cut out felt if you want to on like Etsy or any of those places that you can get cut out felt. You can get a sheet of felt for like 25 cents. and you can cut it up into little squares and dip it. And then you're going to have a dipped felt from your wax. These are great for the summer because they're not going to melt. They're not going to be a puddle of wax like you would if you had a natural wax mold. Wax molds are great during the cold season, but the felt works out the best. The other day, I showed you guys on my page how you can actually rub the wax on fabric flower or even felt. So you can see that there are many, many ways that you can get samples out, but they're not going to be income producing until you get them out. So let's say you're starting back. How can I start back? What are some ways I can start back? Think about some people that you sold to in the beginning. Think about someone who hosts a party for you. Let's say that you didn't even make it that far because your box sat in the corner and all of a sudden you terminated it and never even opened it. Think about your friends, okay? Think about your friends. And when I say think about your friends and your family, I like to be able to start there as far as referrals. I don't like to start there as far as getting them to buy from me, because if I start there getting them to buy from me, then I'm going to exhaust that circle right away, and I'm going to end up quitting because people are going to say no to me. Instead, I'm going to call my sister and say, hey, Kendall, I know where you work at. There's some people that absolutely love Scentsy. I've made 5 blessing bags with all kinds of fun samples. All I'm looking to do is to get this to 5 people that you get to choose and get feedback from them. And it's going to help me be a better consultant because I want to see what kind of things they like. All they have to give me are their names, their numbers, to be able to get some feedback back from them so I can do my follow-up. And if you do this and get 5 people, samples to 5 people, then you can get something free from me, like a scent circle or something. Do you know what's going to happen? This happens every single time. Every single time. When I take those 5 blessing bags to my, former hostess or customers, whatever, I always have the transition scents with me because there's someone out of those 5 that want to smell the new scents. And then I tell her, you know what? I brought the transition set because somebody's going to want to probably smell these. And if you get orders from these, you get free stuff. If anybody out of the 5 that you just gave the blasting bags to decide to order from me, host, or join, I'll give you something free. You see what I'm saying? It takes it to a new level. You did not ask that person, hey, I've got a 6-pack special. Do you want a 6-pack, bars? Do you want to smell them? And they're like, oh, no. No. All I did was say, hey, can you help me bless 5 people with some blessing bags? It makes a huge difference. They will help you. They will help you because they feel like they're helping someone else. And there's no pressure. And I let people know there's no pressure here at all. None. I just need to be better as a consultant. And this helps me get feedback back from other people in order to help me. So if she likes black raspberry vanilla and someone's looking for fruity scents, I can say, well, that girl over there likes black raspberry vanilla and she really loved it. But she really preferred the sun-kissed citrus in the washer list. You see what I'm saying? So that is a way that you can actually start very, very strong by starting to ask for referrals. Okay. What happened with me is I went outside my comfort zone very early on. And once I got very comfortable out of being uncomfortable, that's whenever my friends and family wanted to start buying from me. Because if I started it from friends and family, there's so many times they either wanted something free or they couldn't afford it, or they just thought I was going to give it to them, that it would have frustrated me and I probably would have never continued. So I'm so thankful that I went outside of that circle in the very beginning. And that's something that you can do. Another thing, because we're just about done, please, 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 please brand yourself. And when I say brand yourself, I don't mean just Wax Boss and Scentsy. I mean, think about it like this. If you love horses, see, I love horses, right? I love horses and I love angel wings. They've always been very, very important to me. And something that I started doing whenever I started delivering my party orders and things is I would have like a picture of the angel wings or, maybe a picture of me and the horse, because now they're starting to know that when they see horses and when they see angel wings, they can think of Shannon, right? And I have many customers that would just send me tons and tons of pictures of horses because they saw a really pretty painting of a horse, or maybe they were in the mountains and they saw a palomino that looked like my horse, or maybe they were at a art show and they saw pictures of angel wings that they think would look great in my office. I've branded myself with something that I like and something that I know. I know people who love pineapples. I have a customer right now that has a pineapple on her door, pineapple on her mailbox, pineapple when you walk in her house. So guess what I did? As soon as I saw the pineapple warmer, it came out. I messaged her. I'm like, hey, Melissa, this is you. It reminds me of you. She's like, yeah. So people brand themselves. They just don't realize that they brand themselves. So when you are actually delivering things, talking to people, open up to them, let them know your likes and the things that they can refer you, because when you brand yourself outside of just Scentsy, they're going to think about you. Because I want people to think about, when they think about scent and they think about being happy and they think about joy, I want them to think about their Scentsy lady, you know, me. And a lot of times whenever I put these things in place, it's almost subliminal. They think about me. They're like, oh, you know what? I do need some more black raspberry vanilla. When they see the horse, they think, I need to call Shannon. Oh, I probably do need to get something. Do you see what I'm saying? It's advertising, it's marketing at its best. And it's marketing you instead of just Scentsy. Because Scentsy puts out all these stock photos and all these things that we can use, but everybody's using them. So do something that is unique to you. Okay. What I'm going to do is I am going to put a screen share of how to do the workstation later today. But these are the things I wish someone would have sat down with me and told me about. There's income producing activities. I wish someone would have said, hey, don't sit in the kitchen all day long and make samples and just leave them in your, you know, kitchen and never give them out to somebody. I wish somebody would have said, hey, those mini testers that we can buy now, they're not good just sitting in your office. They're not making you money until they're in somebody else's hand and being shared. Because you can totally get everything you need, but if you're not using it and it's not being income producing for you, then you're not using it the right way. Does that make sense? Because so many people do that. And I'll go to their house and say, my business isn't working for me. And I'll see a stack of samples and books and stuff. And I'm like, well, where are your parties right now? Who have you talked to? Who are the last 5 people that you talked to? And they're like, well, I really haven't. Because you know what they do? They stick their name on the back of their car, or they get a shirt, or they, I gotta answer this, or they rely on other people and hope that they'll come find them for orders. Let me tell them 5 minutes late. Sorry. Anyway, so they are relying on other people to come find them. And that does happen sometimes. I've got people on the team that actually, you know, sought me out and was like, hey, I need beach. Hey, I need coconut lemongrass. Can I get it from you? I saw your name in the back of your car. That ain't going to happen. I would never in a million years tell you to build your business that way. Or if I have my wax boss in my shirt, yeah, somebody might say, oh, you sell Scentsy, and I'm going to be able to get them samples and things. But if I leave it at that and don't get their information and don't follow up with them, they're not going to follow up with me. Life's too busy. It's not going to happen. And I hate to use the word busy, but it's true. Because I know for a fact that if I need some eyeliner and I call my Mary Kay rep, or maybe, you know, I know that my Mary Kay rep lives around the corner, but then my kids need something and I happen to go to Walgreens or CVS, I'm going to buy eyeliner there because it's right there in front of me. And that's what people do whenever they go to festivals and they go to different shows. They buy it. It's right in front of them. And the people who work the festivals, it's up to them to follow up with them and to be able to establish a relationship with them to keep them as customers. If not, they're just going to be festival hoppers and buy it every time they have a festival. Some people don't even know what it feels like to be taken care of as far as being a customer. It feels really, really, really good whenever you take care of someone and you serve them. I mean, yesterday I put together a whiff box. Let me just tell you about that real quick because I have to go in a second. I have a friend who, it's her birthday. I mean, not her birthday. It was her daughter's birthday a couple months ago. And she said, hey, Shannon, can you put me together something for a birthday party? I said, sure. So I put together the little unicorn clip and some really fun things. She opened it at the party and all the moms were oohing and ahhing because they were like, oh my gosh, that is just amazing. And this thing cost me like maybe $23 to make it. She was a friend of mine who wanted a buddy clip. The mom started saying, I want one of those boxes for my kid. So I got another call, said, hey, can I get a birthday box? I'm like, sure, I'll get a birthday box. I don't advertise this. This was all word of mouth. I got another one 3 days ago. And she was like, hey, I need a birthday box. So the one that had just come in, I started keeping those little clips in right here where I could grab them because I never used them before. But it ended up being really cute. I mean, look at this. It's a unicorn clip. I picked up a $1 pen, has a really cute little sequin notebook, some stickers, and then like some birthday cake gum. And I have it dressed up really pretty, little tissue paper, and the little girl opens it up. She absolutely loves it. So then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do these like whiff boxes. I just want to charge people $20 for these things. I'm gonna put so much in them. So I have exactly, you know, what, $20 or $25 worth of product in here with like maybe 2 or 3 little things from the Dollar Tree, because we get free stuff and half off stuff. And I've sold the mess out of these just off of referrals, word of mouth. You don't have to pay crazy advertising expenses. You don't have to go buy crazy, you know, events of $500 and $1,000 a piece. If you have people that go in with you, that's great. But you don't have to do these things in order to get your name out there. You just have to open your mouth. You have to ask for referrals all the time. I tell people, take it even further than the buy, host, and the join. Put in refer. If they don't want to buy from you, don't want to host from you, don't want to join for you, I bet you they'll refer somebody. That's how Rainbow actually developed their whole system, was off of referrals, because everybody wanted a rain mate. Remember that? So if you refer some people, you can get a rain mate. Oh yes, I gotta have the rain mate. So let me just open up my whole circle to you. That's how it works. And what happens is, a lot of times when you ask people about their referrals, they start to think about that circle that they're going to actually refer you to. And they think, you know what, I could get paid on that circle actually. Why would I want to give it to Shannon when I could get paid on it? I mean, I'll let my friends know. I have a friend named Casey. I'll say, Casey, I'm so glad that you referred me to the nurses where you work at. They buy from me all the time. And she's like, oh, God, I should have joined. I wish I would have joined. And I'm like, I just want to thank you for it. And she's like, let me just join. Let me just join. You see what I'm saying? Because I can say, you would have already made, you know, $300 in PRV, because they constantly order. That one girl loves washer whiffs. It's like, okay, I'm gonna join. I'm gonna take care of them. So it's, the referrals can actually be magic for you. But anyway, okay. So I think that kind of covers everything. I had going live the first 70 days, relaunching your business, Scentsy goals, which is the first, second, and third in Sensational Start, income producing activities, being consistent every single day, working hard every single day, and not giving up. That is the formula for success in anything. Whether you are training to run a marathon, you have to be consistent, you have to show up every day, and you got to work hard, and you can't give up. And eventually you will actually be able to train to do that. Just like this business, you're training to be able to be better than you are today, every single day, whenever you do this. And you have to have passion. Passion is going to be contagious in this business. And when you see it, people are attracted to that and they want to be part of that. And you guys being back is like so exciting, because it's a second chance to come back even stronger, because everything you went through before, the struggle made you stronger for today. And we have everything you need, every single thing you need. You just have it in you to be able to put it into motion. All right. I think that's it. I would love, love, love for you to send to your director or your sponsor what your goals are. What are your goals? If you just started today, I want to see that it's shooting star and getting certified right away. If you just came back and you've been gone for 3 or 4 years, work the business like you're getting ready to be certified again. Work the business like you're going after Sensational Start. That's what Chuck said. Like, Chuck, what is the, you know, what's the magic in the business? You know, what is it? He said, work your business like you're going to go to Sensational Start every 70 days. Every 70 days. Even as a superstar director, I start back at 0 just like you guys do. And I'm okay, for 70 days, I'm going to give it my all. Bam. I hit it. Okay, I'm back at 0 again. What do I do? I'm going to work my business like I'm going to Sensational Start again. Bam. When you do these things, you don't have to worry about the trips and the money and the promotions and the titles, because they're going to come. It's going to come when you're consistent every day and you do those things I told you about. It's going to come. So a lot of people will put, okay, well, I want to, you know, have an annual mentor next year. I want to go to this trip this year. And we can tell you how to do it. We can tell you how many parties it takes. We can tell you, you know, how many promotions it's going to take in order to get it. But when you do these things, you're going to get it because you're consistent. You're showing up every single day. Okay. All right. Well, I got to run. But I hope this helped you. And we have it recorded. And Casey, I see you on here, and Danielle and Deborah and Katie, and I see some others. I can't see your names, but I will do the screen share and show you guys that. And we'll just keep training and keep going, because I know you guys are rock stars. Okay. All right. We'll see you later. Bye.